And welcome to another edition of East LA Sports Scene as we come back into the studio every other week here from the Boyle Heights Technology and Youth Center. It's our very distinct pleasure to bring you outstanding individuals who are conducting very important sports programs for our youth here in Boyle Heights and beyond. But in this particular case, is going to be our very proud distinction of bringing to you, not for the first time, but our guest has been with us before while we were on cable TV way back at Buenavision and a little bit at Adelphia when we were known as that part of the cable company. But now that's over. We're strictly online on EastLASportsScene.com. And it's yours truly, Rico Cabrera. And I'm going to welcome back to our studios a very good friend of mine. I'm going to say for some 25 years of knowing this man here and all of the strengths that he has and what he does for our community and for the kids via the sport of karate is none other than my very good friend, Mr. Enrique Mares. Enrique, welcome and bienvenidos.
Thank you, Rico. It's my pleasure to be here.
It's a very good time to be speaking about what you do, Enrique, because we're on the verge of the Nationals coming up. We're going to talk about that. But before we do, we want to show our the viewers that are now watching East LA Sports Scene, we want to tell them some about your background. So we would invite you to please tell us the story of how you started karate and also the Boyle Heights Karate-Do.
Yeah, I started learning karate in probably 1969 and 1970 in Old Nation Center on Soto Street.
Yes.
And then I started teaching in 1976 in a youth center after getting my brown belt in 1975. Then from there I started teaching until today in the Harlem Youth Center.
Okay, a very long period of time. And of course, as time passes, you're a family man, Enrique. So children and then grandchildren. Talk about your family and how they have also become members of the sport.
Yeah, when I started by myself, okay. Obviously, my daughter was very young. Then I started, my first two daughters started probably I started to practice in one of them then go to the World Championship in 1995 to Germany.
Wow.
And my other daughter, she went pretty good on the local, I mean, nationally.
Yes.
She competed a lot all over to the United States.
And her name is?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay. And to this day, she's still part of the Karate-Do.
She comes once in a while to help me because she's married now. And
okay.
Then when we have the big tournament in Karate LA, they help me. Now I start working. I start to come back little by little because she's a married woman now. And
yes, and family responsibilities.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have other children who continue.
Yeah, I got my son.
To be in the sport.
Okay. I have my son. I got my grandsons too. Now I started involved in karate too.
Mm-hmm.
We try to all the families to get involved in karate.
Okay.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Try to keep it doing what I do. Help to the community, help the kids, keep the kids outside to the street.
Yes.
And make a good citizens.
Yes. We want to convey to our viewers that we cover all sports as often as possible. And of course, in East LA, the team sports are very unique and very big. Baseball, football, basketball. But when it comes to karate, we have not been able to find the rhythm yet with how to cover either tournaments or to bring more exposure to our viewers about karate. And that's what we're trying to set out on the program to do as well. So we're going to ask you in the future, maybe some tournaments, to have us come out and take a look.
Yeah, they come nationals. And we have one little tournament next Sunday in Harlem Youth Center. And it's like inter-dojo tournament.
Okay. So, and that might be with the dojo located in another part of the East LA area or outside?
It's outside too. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna mention that as much as possible in the program because there's activity every time you train, and I want you to tell our viewers about how you train, and if there's parents watching who have young children, the best time that they should introduce karate to them.
To the kids, to start it, and probably the good age is 8 years old.
Okay.
The years old and up, then they start to understand what exactly what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because youngers, they come to play.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely.
And I have kids, probably about 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I take it to competition and doing pretty good. They won a lot of tournaments, and they understand what the program is doing.
Yes, and but more than anything, once you learn a sport at this age, I want to maybe compare it just quickly to self-defense, which you would say boxing, but karate is a whole different. Similar with the mentality,
mentally, and
but
a little more.
The procedures are different.
Yeah, a little more, a lot of discipline, more discipline than box. Boxing people, they got a discipline, but not that much like karate.
Mm-hmm,
like karate, they had to show you respect with any person in the world.
Sure.
You know, then we had teaching that. So soon as the kids started, I'll tell it right away. So this is the discipline you must understand. The discipline we try to teach to the kids. Even I told the parents too. So sometimes the kids come in, they bring the kids because they have no respect. Then we start teaching little by little. Yes. Then they get the discipline.
Now let's go and be very specific, Enrique, about the times that you are training or you're having classes. I can say classes to the beginners that are watching, maybe if that's okay, just to let them know that there are sessions that you have at the Hollenbeck Youth Center. Let's talk about the days that you have them and then the registration procedure.
Okay, the days now, we practice only twice a week for years. Mm-hmm. Now we have it 3 days a week. Wow. So now our level is going to be a little more high.
Okay.
Because we practice more. It's more practice, more quality we want to have.
Okay. So
now it's at Wednesday from 7 to 9.
Okay.
And Friday 7 to 9. Mm-hmm. And Saturday from 12 to 2:30.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Very, very good opportunities there for parents to come by and check in. Can they walk into the gym on that night, or should they bring some type of a registration form?
No, they can come in and watch the program, watch the class. Mm-hmm. If they like it, they can sign it.
Okay.
And what I do with the little kids, first day, they didn't like it, I let it come in. Mm-hmm. Then you want to come in, you want to try the class? Some kids say yes, they come into the class. Some not, so they sit down and watch it like I'm a little kind of scared. Then probably come back later, and they know because they see the exercise we're doing. Sometimes it's hard exercise.
Yes.
And but the kids, they like it. They like it.
And we have no restrictions on what the fees are. If you would like to tell the viewers what the registration for the class would be, because it does take a little bit of money to join, correct?
Yeah. I think this is the class more cheap than any other place, because karate was expensive. And right here in the youth center, we charge only $30 a month.
Okay.
$30 a month. Normally, the private dojos, it costs about $90 a month, even at $150 a month. It's a little expensive. But the area right here in Boyle Heights, I think it's pretty good price.
And we're going to really focus on the youth center. It's called the Hollenbeck Youth Center, located at 2015 East 1st Street, LA 9033. We're going to put that up on a graphic for you to be able to, for people that are interested in coming from outside of the community, because you're open to any parent, any child, or potential student of karate to come in.
Yeah, I have students that come in all the way to Compton to practice in here.
Okay.
And I used to have students he coming from San Fernando all the way to the Hollenbeck, but that kid, they had to move to another city.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Enrique, we're going to work ourselves up for a couple of minutes and then we're going to take a break. But the next part of the interview, we want to speak about the July, was it coming up next month, the July 9th through the 13th?
To the 14th.
14th? For the Nationals in Karate, the USA Nationals. Let's talk about a team member that's going to represent the Boyle Heights Karate-Do.
Okay.
And we'll talk about her. It's
Okay,
it's a young lady.
For this year, my granddaughter, she gonna represent the Boyle Heights Karate-Do. The first time she went to nationals, and I believe she gonna do pretty good because she practiced hard.
Okay.
Practiced hard.
And Mariel
Mares.
Yes. Okay. And we're going to bring her in for her segment coming up, actually in our third segment. But I wanted to make sure that the folks and the viewers know that you're in competition as well as training. So they come in and they learn a style of the karate, and you explain all of that to them, of course. But beyond that, there is room for the competition.
Yeah, the room for competition is, go to nationals pretty tough because everybody want to try to be in the USA team.
Mm.
Even last year, my son tried to go on the team,
Mm-hmm.
but it's pretty hard to win.
Yes.
Win.
Yes.
It's pretty hard to win a national. Even expensive. Expensive because it's in South Carolina.
Yes.
So South Carolina.
This year it's going to be in
it's far away,
Yeah.
ticket,
hotel,
food,
everything.
and
yes.
everything is expensive.
Okay. Now, we mentioned your son Ramon earlier, and you just mentioned him now. He's going to be our guest here briefly here for the second segment. So we want to tell our viewers we're going to take a quick time out and invite into our set here and be on stage with us. We're going to invite Ramon Mares, one of the sons of our special invited guest tonight, Mr. Enrique Mares, officially known as Sensei, which of course means instructor. So the correct from the Japanese karate style is always to respect your opponent.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay. So the Sensei and I will be right back with more of East LA Sports Scene. This is our edition covering karate, the sport of karate. It hasn't been shown too much here in East LA, but we're here with some of the prime movers and shakers of that sport for our kids in the community. We'll be right back. Time back in, and here we go now, continuing on with our program focusing on karate, the national championships in the USA coming up in South Carolina. Okay, yeah. And as our Sensei Enrique Mares mentioned last year, this young man to my left here, a young man named Ramon Mares, it was his turn. I think, were you able to go to that?
No,
okay.
I made it.
Oh, you went?
Yes, I went.
Yes, he did. And now this year, not able to go due to some other commitments, but another member of the family is going to go. But before we talk about Mariel, Ramon, we need to focus on you and your extremely important part that you play with your father in the Boyle Heights Karate-Do. Talk about your involvement and how you are still with the program today.
I mostly just help around the classes, teach classes when he's not able to be there, help in any way possible with the kids.
Okay. And being almost born and raised at the Hollenbeck Youth Center with the Boyle Heights Karate-Do, some of the things that you learned on your journey to this moment.
Discipline, respect, hard work, dedication, almost everything.
Okay, Ramon, let's talk a little bit about you because you're a young man and some things that you did here in the community, school-wise, and what you really enjoyed as a youngster.
Just almost everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently attending college at Rio Hondo for automotive.
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
That's why I'm not going this year at Nationals.
Okay, all right. And any given day at Hollenbeck, you're there with your father?
Yes.
And I believe sometimes you were there with your sister.
Correct.
Early on, but now are you taking more of an active part?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Just mostly starting to teach class a little more, be more active with the kids and teaching them more stuff.
Okay. Now, teaching takes a lot of skill. You have to really communicate. And this is a very young class. It could be anywhere from, like your dad said, from 8 up. and it's a mixed class.
Yeah,
So you must confer about how the best way to present the teaching lesson for that day.
it takes a lot of patience with the kids.
Okay.
Just try to simplify, get things as simply across to them as possible
Okay.
without overcomplicating them.
Now, we've said the sport of karate, and for many people, they'll think of just two people just,
Fighting.
the katas and some of the terminology in the sport, but there's protection as well.
Yes.
Let's go into some of the things that Mariel will be showing us here in a few moments. Okay,
Pretty
some of
much.
is there headgear, or is there gloves? Are there,
Headgear is no mandatory for the
For her age group.
for age.
Okay.
For the age. But they have to use it gloves, and they have to use it
Shin
feet
guards.
protectors.
mm-hmm.
That way they don't get hurt and don't hit somebody else. back.
Okay.
So,
And in the sport of karate, it's multifaceted, because then they'll be able to use, is it defensive purposes, the stick, or whatever they call
Yes. Bow.
okay, the bow. Okay. How is that a special class?
yeah, that's why we got it now the Fridays, and
Okay.
we practice a little more weapons because we're using bow, sides, and eiko. Eiko is another Japanese weapon.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're teaching all that stuff too.
So there is art of weaponry training that you have to prepare the students to do.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that one. You went through that yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
It's really different from what we usually teach, and it takes a little more patience to get familiarized with the weapons and how to handle them,
Mm-hmm.
as well as how to do the katas and properly compete with them.
Okay, and thrown into the entire structure of karate, the average person, when you say that word, what might you associate it with? And they might say, oh, a black belt. At least I know something about karate, but it's not as simple
No.
as that.
No, it's not.
Tell us about the degrees of competency, or of, how would you call it, mastery?
And Japanese Japanese style, that's not too easy to get a degree. That's not too easy.
Okay.
It's when you start learning, you start from white belt all the way to the black belt.
Okay, so white is first.
The first
Novice, is that?
yeah,
Novice.
beginner.
Okay.
Beginners. Then after the in my style, to get a black belt, you need to practice 6 years, at least 6 years to get a black belt.
Okay.
Then after that you go by degree.
Ah,
Okay, you go by
Okay.
degree. You have to make a test to make it 1 degree, like him and my other students. Then they had to learn another level. So you
Uh-huh.
got to go level.
Level,
you know,
yes.
Yeah, you know.
so Mo, what would come after a white? Walk us a little bit quickly through the grades that they'd have to go to get the black.
Or white will be pretty much the beginner person that just joined. Then after that would be orange. That would take about a couple more months of training.
Mhm.
You would learn the basic blocks, stances, names, how to count in Japanese, and
Oh, wow.
katas.
Okay.
After that would be yellow. You would learn more katas, and so forth. From there would be blue, purple, high purple, green, high green,
Ah,
brown, then black.
okay. So it could be very, very complex.
Yes.
Yeah.
To really master this sport.
Yeah.
Not as easy as people
No.
may think that.
No.
Not easy.
You know.
No, it's a long, take a long time, dedication, time, sometimes headers
Yes.
to go
Yes.
to learn something new.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm started, like I said in the beginning to the, I'm started learning 1970, 71, 72, and until today, I'm still learning. I learn every day. Every time I go to competition, I learn something. Every time I go to different dojos, I learn something.
Okay. Well, I think we have the ingredients in the background now to bring in Mariel, okay, in terms of her performance. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to break it down even more when she comes. We'll have you do the movements
Yes.
along with your dad, talking about what we're going to see from Mariel, because it's going to be her big opportunity to shine for us here, representing Boyle Heights Karate-Do. This is East LA Sports Scene. And welcome back to our third segment, and this is going to be our power pack segment here because by virtue of some demonstrations, you're going to meet very, very up close and personal Mariel Mares. She's 13 years old. She will be representing the Boyle Heights Karate-Do, as I mentioned, at the Nationals coming up July 9th through the 13th in Greenville, South Carolina. We want to greet Mariel from our place right here at our stand to say welcome. And Mariel, how are you? Okay. We're going to now ask you to do a couple of maneuvers, some things that she's going to have to do in the Nationals. And Enrique and Ramon will be walking us through this. There's no need to rush things. We're just going to show our viewers some of the things that will be expected of her in the tournament. Okay? So, we are ready to start, and here we go.
Go.
Now, while she's performing, feel free to
Right now, she's currently performing a Rohai. It is a intermediate level kata, part of the family of Rohai Nidan, Rohai Chodan. This kata was originally formed in Okinawa many years ago by the original founders of Shitoryu.
Okay.
Every stance, every movement is designed to be defending an imaginary attacker.
And is this what the judges are looking for? She's just there individually being...
Good stance, form, power, synchronization, correct breathing, and correct attitude.
And is that time constrained? Did they have a certain...
There is no time limit to however long it takes to perform a kata.
Okay. Okay. So that would be one phase of...
One phase.
Okay. And so we're going to give Mariel just a moment there to catch her breath. And we'll say to Enrique, who this is the representative from the Boyle Heights Karate-Do, he has put a lot of time and, of course, effort to training. And your thoughts on Mariel preparing, Enrique?
Yeah, because right now she practices 4 days a week.
Okay.
4 days a week, and make it ready to try to win the gold medal.
Okay.
And we focus a little more on a kumite and the fight because it's the way to go and enter to the USA team.
Okay.
And the kumite. She's a little more strong than kumite.
Okay. Will we see a little bit of komite?
No,
preparation?
no.
Okay. All right. What can we show next to our viewers that she'll be doing in the Nationals? Is there another movement she can do?
We have no room to make it a bokata.
Okay.
Bokata, and unless probably she can
Because
some kicks or some punches.
Some other form of that individual, but what I'm looking also would be the gloves, something.
Yeah,
she wear, show the
protection.
Yeah, show those. So we're going to do that in just a moment. If she needs to go put those on, and then when she comes back, then we'll get her to begin that next movement. So that's what we're trying to show the viewers, the young competitors, and what they have to do to really, really step up and get into the national level.
National level, they enter to the national team.
Okay.
This is one of those goals we have. I have one member already, my daughters, and the USA team, and we're going to try to put her in the team.
Okay. So, absolutely.
We're working hard, and I have a lot of kids in the dojo. They can go. I mean, they cannot go because they have no money to travel.
Yes.
But they got a lot of good kids.
Ramon, maybe while Mariel is preparing, fundraising, is that part of the dojo's operation to be able to ask for sponsors from the community?
Somewhat. We mostly just fundraise, raffle off certain things to be able to buy more mats for our tournaments, to make it safer instead of just having them fight on the wooden floors when they trip, to avoid breaking bones or any severe injury.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay, or car washes, candy sales, or anything you can do to raise funds, or maybe even talk to people that are business owners in the community.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, I think we're back. Mariel's going to give us another movement here, and you want to describe what we'll see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, right now we see her wearing the, she's in her guard.
Yeah.
She's currently wearing her gloves and her shin guards. The gloves more of a precaution to the other people to avoid any serious injury. Even though she may be young, she does it very, very hard.
Okay.
The shin guards are more of a protection for herself to avoid other people blocking with their elbows, causing her to break her toes, her instep, or in certain cases her leg.
Now,
Due to the power of the
are the
kicks.
katas being invoked? Can she do those with?
No, not with the gloves.
Okay.
The katas would be more of a preparation or warm-up to certain movements,
Okay.
as you see her reverse punch and her combination
okay.
punch.
That's what I'm saying. There's an arsenal of attack
Yes.
options with that equipment.
Yes.
Yes. And if a kick hits,
Hits an elbow,
Elbow
it
or-
is not considered a point. But another reason for those shin guards are for her own protection due to other people blocking with their elbows, causing broken bones. And that hurts very much.
okay, okay. Now, at some point in the competition, if it's extremely physical, are the judges able to either halt?
Yes.
Halt the
They're able to
contest?
stop the match and issue warnings and penalties to the competitors for excessive contact, delay of fighting, avoiding fighting, or exaggeration of injuries.
Okay, and then Sensei, in the competition with the opponent, is it by rounds or time limit?
By time. By time. Normally for the her age, 2 minutes round. 2 minutes fight.
Okay,
So if it's 10 people, 10 competitors in that division, they had to fight twice.
okay, all right.
3 times to get up first place.
Okay, okay. And to our viewers, you're watching our representative going to be. It's going to be in Greenville, South Carolina, just in a matter of 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Competing at the highest level in the country. So, Mariel, we are going to ask you to, if you wanted to take a break. I think we're done with this session here. There's only one final session. I'm not sure if it's possible with the sticks to give our or the ball. That
The
she could
ball
maybe
was,
just show a little bit of that.
She could demonstrate some movements, but won't be able to fully do a kata due to space.
No, but at least to show the
Yes.
Yeah,
instrument or
yeah.
the
Yes.
tool or the weapon, as you mentioned, a weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
To our viewers, to give them even a bigger sense
Of karate.
Yeah.
of karate, because it's not going to be just about pulling. And I want to say, people say karate and judo. Because the
Just grappling and beating your opponent.
Yeah,
It's
and-
much
and-
more than that.
Exactly, and that's what we're taking this opportunity here. We're putting Mariel through all the paces, but it's an opportunity
Yes.
Yeah.
because this sport is open not only to the boys,
But to
For
girls.
the girls too.
girls.
Girls too. Uh-huh.
And so far in Boyle Heights Karate-Do at Hollenbeck, so far so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been
that.
able to excel and
Yeah.
compete at very good levels.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to just take a quick break, our final break here. And this is what's going to happen. We're going to come back and ask Mariel to do something with the bow. Okay. And then right after that,
With
we're going
Eiko. Eiko.
Eiko.
Eiko.
Eiko. And that's in
It's another
the
Japanese
Japanese
The
word.
Japanese, uh-huh.
E-K-O? Eiko?
Eiko.
Okay.
E-K-U.
Okay, EKU, that's the correct title for the weapon that will be on display here in a moment. This is East LA Sports, and we hope you're enjoying our coverage of karate from the Boyle Heights Karate-Do here, and also we're bringing it to you via the Boyle Heights Technology and Youth Center. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to our segment here as we wind up and round out our show for today. And we're speaking about karate, and you see a change in plans. That's how flexible we are here, because we were talking about the iku as part of the weaponry in the sport of karate, and there's big art and very, very important instruction on how to do that. And Ramon and the Sensei felt that, hey, it's a little maybe too much for Mariel, so we've asked Ramon Mares to step in and take over and give the demonstration. So without further ado, Sensei, we have Ramon showing the viewers
Showing the basic movements to the Eiko.
Okay.
Eiko is one of those Okinawa weapons. It's
Okay.
not so popular like like a bow. This is a little more dangerous. It's like a sword.
Okay.
And many years ago, supposed to have a sharp on one side to cut head to the people, like right there. It can cut head into one side or the other side.
Now,
Okay. We can pull, we can cut. All the moments is to cut probably the head. This is the thing
Now-
I believe it, the head.
would he be a judge in competition with this?
Yes.
With no opponent, but just the,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way
to
he
show-
does his
to show,
movements.
To show the movements. Whatever he do, the faster, is the better the person do. Like a referee, they look for the stance, they look for the timing, the area for the target. They have to be exactly in the center of the body.
Okay. Is he allowed to use the voice to intimidate the opponent? Or?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. See? Yeah. This is
very, very good. Thank you, Ramon Mares, son of Enrique Mares. He just gave a tremendous, I want to say, it's not a kata.
It's part of the kata.
Part of the kata
Part
movement.
of the kata.
But like you said, Enrique, there's so many ingredients to the sport. And we're just wanting to learn them correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what he just did was a very, very powerful movement.
It is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally, when over years, Japanese people use this to move the canoes, then even to fight with the person,
Okay.
the opponent.
Okay.
So,
All right. All right. Now we have some time here to bring in Mariel Mares. Mariel, come on closer, hon. Okay, right there. Okay. And how are you?
Good.
Okay. Let's talk about your involvement with the sport. What the passion you have for it and where it's taken you. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a part of the family, and it's a great way to bond, and it's a great way to relieve stress and exercise.
I like the word discipline in our youngsters to know that things cannot intimidate them as normally as they may somebody else. Because why? You're physically and mentally married up and
Yeah.
together. Talk about how that's helped you.
At school, I'm a teenage girl, and there's all these teenage drama, and with my discipline, I learned they're not worth getting in a fight. It's easier for me to not get in a fight because of my mindset and my discipline that I have.
Okay. And the first time you were brought into the dojo, to the Karate-Do, excuse me.
I heard stories that I was little. My mom used to bring me to class in a diaper.
Oh.
When I was in my diaper, she put a gi on me and she let me run around class.
Okay.
But I really started when I was 8,
Okay.
and ever since then I've been here.
Okay. Momentarily, or just within days and weeks, a couple of weeks, you're going onto a national stage.
Yes.
It's the butterfly syndrome, as we all
Yeah.
know. You're going into an area you've never competed at that level. Your thoughts on the preparation?
I've been prepared very well. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's very exciting. I got a piece of what I'm going to experience in a couple months.
Okay.
In April or March, I went to Vegas. I competed at the Junior International Cup Championship.
Okay.
Even though I won 3rd in kata, I won 1st in komite. I did very well, and I'm excited for nationals.
Okay. So to the Sensei, the question is, will Mariel be able to work with the kata and the komite?
yes, a kata and kumite.
Divisions? There's two different
There's two
judging?
different things.
Okay.
Two different things.
Okay. And is she stronger than in one more than the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she'll be able to still do both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything special that you want to say to
No,
maybe some friends and family out there?
no,
or
I'm good.
folks along if you're on Facebook, if you're on that network, you'll have an opportunity because you could post the video, but anything you want to say to them?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Would you like to win?
Yeah.
You want to win?
I'm going to win. Whether they like it or not, the first place is mine.
Okay. Now, before we let you go here, and I wind up with Enrique, I want to see if our camera, if Eric can see or if maybe you might have to hold it just a little bit higher, but we are now not in the black belt yet.
Not yet.
Because she's too young.
Not yet.
Too young for the black belt.
No.
But
People,
this would be since
one more
you would know as the instructor, where is she now? And are there things written on their bound their
okay, and
they're
one,
buying-
si-
what do you
one
call it,
side
the
to the
bound?
belt. Yeah, one side to the belt, and Japanese is her name. Her name right here.
Oh, okay.
So Mariel Mares. And the other side to the belt, this is Boyle Heights Karate-Do Shitoryu,
Oh,
right here.
okay.
You know.
And so that marks that belongs to her.
Yeah.
And the degree, not the degree, but as Mon told us, the color significance.
Yeah, this is the first brown belt. Next level is gonna be the black.
Ah,
Black.
okay.
They got it 3 degrees and brown. After the 3 degrees, then you can go to the
Okay.
black belt.
Okay.
3.
All right. So question quickly to Mariel before we let you go here. You're going to eventually get to the black belt.
Yes.
And your thoughts about how much longer it might take?
Couple, 3 to 4 years max.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I want to say that lastly, it's not Olympic sport yet,
And we are on the way.
but on the way.
We
Would
are
you
on the
say?
way.
Would you say? On the way. So
2020.
2020?
2020,
This-
we're on the way. I hope we made it.
Okay. So at that Olympic,
Yeah.
wherever it's going to be, karate will be now sport.
Yeah, we'll try to that. And I
That's
hope
gonna-
that
Hopefully.
this year,
Yeah.
I hope for this year she's going to be ready for that.
Well, by
And what we
2020,
start
I'm
working
saying
right now.
we may have
Yeah.
an Olympian coming
Yeah.
from the Boyle Heights Karate-Do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Try to-
In fact, we better do this. Let's bring, while we're doing the outro here, I'm going to bring Ramon in. We'll make it a family affair as we begin to close it down and end our show tonight here on the sport of karate, brought to you and to all of our viewers here by Enrique Mares, Ramon Mares, his son, and his granddaughter, Mariel Mares, all very, very dedicated and devoted to the sport for not only for their families, but for the families here in Boyle Heights. And Sensei, I give you opportunity to remind our viewers what they'll need to do if they want to come and watch one of the classes at Hollenbeck Youth Center.
We're on Hollenbeck Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from Wednesday 7 to 9 and Friday 7 to 9 too. Saturday 12 to 2:30. If somebody want to come to watch the program, you can come anytime.
Okay.
You can ask us, or they want to come to practice, come to see the show. You can come in any time.
And it's free to the public to come in to
It's
watch?
free to the public
and
to
then
come in.
to meet and also talk about registration with you or with the family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maria, your closing thoughts? Come up close. Come on.
Hopefully I win at nationals, and whether anybody likes it or not, that first place is mine.
All right. Okay. Mon, you're going to have to step a little closer. And we'll give you an opportunity. Okay. Go ahead. Get closer.
All right, if you want to get a better sense of what we do, like my father said, we are at the Hollenbeck Youth Center. It's Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Wednesday from 7 to 9. Friday, 7 to 9. And Saturday from 12 to 2:30. And this Sunday, we will be having a small competition at the Hollenbeck Youth Center. We will be starting at 9:30 sharp. So if you want to show up and watch us compete, you are more than welcome to.
One final question. The number of students that are in the Karate-Do, right now it's about, 75 to 100?
40 to 60 around
Oh,
there.
okay. Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying the number. Okay. And with room to grow. You can
Yes.
still
we
put
have
more
room.
kids.
Yeah, we have a room. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a
All
room,
right.
yeah. We got probably between 40 to 60 students right now. And Hollenbeck Youth Center also we have another dojos in different parts.
Okay.
So-
Oh, and again, Mon, I asked you the question. The competitors will be coming from on Sunday?
From schools around the South End area, Santa Ana, Westminster, Eagle Rock, these areas.
But there'll be Karate-Dos or just
Only karate.
only,
Karate-Do
only.
only.
Certified with the referees?
Yes.
Okay, because that's part of the sport of karate is it's all governed and sanctioned By the U.S.
by the United States National Karate Federation.
Yes. Okay. All right. That will do it for this edition of East LA Sports. And we want to say thank you so much for watching. We hope we've just given you a bit of information that's going to make you appreciate the sport even more than when you first saw it here on East LA Sports Scene. But remember, it's available Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at Hollenbeck Youth Center, and you'll find the Mares family there really taking care of business for those that are in the program and those that want to join. So, for the Mares family, and yours truly, Rico Cabrera, thanks for watching this edition of East LA Sports Scene. Oh, and producing and directing, of course, always, Mr. Eric Sarney. We thank him for all of his time and effort to help produce here at Boyle Heights Technology and Youth Center, the show that's been running for 23 years in East LA. We're very proud of it. It's East LA Sports Scene. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on our next show. Remember, stay healthy, and you will always be wealthy. See you next time.